So comrades, I hope you're enjoying our pumpkin series this month, and today we'll be preparing the soup I promised you last time. It's pretty easy, it's ready in 20 or maybe 30 minutes. Things that you can replace or use. Basically you can add more vegetables like celery, you can add a red pepper in, it goes perfect, I've tried it. If you want the soup a little bit thicker, you can either reduce the liquid or add a potato. It will thicken up the soup, and also you can use other spices and herbs that you enjoy. I used coriander seeds, I used a little bit of cumin, and I used some nutmeg and ginger. These were pretty good and I enjoyed them. If you enjoy your soup not so heavy in spices, you can feel free to reduce them or use whatever you like. By the way, turmeric goes really well in this soup, so you can feel free to add some. And yeah, the soup is a little bit sweet, that's why I served it with a little bit of feta cheese in. It serves like a balance of the taste, a little bit salt, a little bit of texture. It's perfect in my opinion as an addition there. For those of you who have nice parmesan available or parmigiano, you can grate a little bit on top, it will be perfect. Това не вярвам да е вкусно. Other thing you can do is just add some bread cubes. I think they're called croutons. I'm not sure if the translation is correct, but I believe it is. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty versatile soup, it's pretty tasty, it's pretty easy to prepare. So I hope you like it and you try it. And make sure to write down your own variety down in the comments. With that said, first let's see the products for today, and after that we'll prepare the soup really quickly. And yeah, I know that I'm not in my typical spot. This is the spot in front of the computer where I edit the videos. And there is the Slav doggo sleeping. She's not moving at all. She's tired because here it's cold and it rains all day long. Bye! So for the soup you need some kind of oil. I'll have olive oil, salt, carrots, onions, pumpkin of course, some milk, some spices, and that's it. I spoke the spices a little bit in the intro, so I'll skip them here. First again, you need to peel your pumpkin. This is necessary as the peels are not quite edible, as we already discussed in the last video. After that, you just clean your onions. I have two onions here. And I just cleaned the carrots. These carrots were not the most beautiful ones, some of them were broken and in half, but they did perfect job for a soup. I peeled the carrots and we're almost done with the preparations. The only thing left is to cube everything. Of course, for everything to cook faster, I will cut them into small cubes. The pumpkin doesn't need to be small cubes because it boils quite fast. It doesn't need a lot of cooking, to be honest, and after all we'll blend everything in the end. After all, this is a cream soup, so yeah, cube the onion. After that we'll get into cutting the pumpkin, which can turn into quite dangerous process. Some of these pumpkins are quite hard to cut, so you need a very sharp knife, and you will just cube it. No need to be very precise here. You can go with big cubes, small cubes, whatever cubes you want. Just make sure to cube it. It will boil and we'll blend it as I said. Don't spend too much time into special shapes or sizes. After that, we get a pot and some olive oil in. We should wait for the olive oil to heat a little bit. And guess what? We'll put our onions and our carrots in so they can saute a little bit. This will bring out very nice flavors. You can just boil everything, but the flavors this way would be nicer. I add some coriander, some cumin here, and I will just roast them a little bit with the vegetables. I'll also add a little bit of ground ginger, and I'll again mix. And when everything becomes like a paste and starts to get to the bottom, we'll just deglaze. I'll deglaze with some water. No need to be special, no need for special liquids there. And after that I'll add half a liter of milk. Don't go full milk because it will stick and it doesn't boil quite well. 50-50 with the water is nice. After that we put our pumpkin and we'll just wait for everything to boil. Here I like to adjust the spices. I added a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of pepper and a little bit more ginger and salt, and I'll wait for everything just to boil. At the point where the pumpkin is and the carrots are ready, just check with the fork, they mash quite well. I'll check the carrot too. It's again mashes really well, so this means our soup is almost done. Now we need to blend it. You can use a blender or like this immersion blender, whatever you have. You just need to make everything into one consistency, basically a soup. I know it looks like a baby food, but it tastes really good.
Това мяза на бебишка храна, бе.
I fixed a little bit the seasoning there, a little bit of salt, a little bit more ginger and black pepper, and mixed. And with that, I again check if the seasoning is right, and it was perfect. I will add some 3 or 4 ladles of the soup in this bowl.
Ма той като го сипа не е зле.
And it looks kind of plain, so I'll add the feta cheese as a balancer of the taste. It will bring out these salty and milky flavors against the sweet flavor of the pumpkin.
Така, със сиренцето вече е супер.
And here I have some roasted pumpkin from the other video to make our soup more beautiful. And that's it, pretty simple.
Гледай го, на истински шеф са прави.
It goes really well with some meat on the side, or with some croutons, or you can even add sour cream on top, whatever you want. The Slav difficulty level of the soup, I would say 2 out of 5, nothing special, just boil everything and blend it, that's it. As I said, quite easy and nothing to mess up. I will just stay here and eat my soup. It was perfect. Just make sure to get from the feta cheese with each spoon. It's more than perfect. I wouldn't add anything to this soup at this point of time. With that said, this was all from me for today, comrades. I hope you enjoyed this Slavic goodness, and if you liked it, subscribe for more, leave a like, and I will slav you next time.
Я щиква.